St. Patrick's Redemptorist Parish in downtown Toronto is home to the shrine of our Mother of Perpetual Help. Both the parish and the shrine play a significant part in my faith life. The shrine is like an oasis that soothes the tired soul. It is a quiet place of devotion, rest, renewal, and spiritual rejuvenation. On Wednesday, St. Patrick's is a common destination for thousands of devotees of the Mother of Perpetual Help. They come to pray, to worship, and to bring their intentions, petitions, and all sorts of requests with expectant faith. I'm drawn to Mama Mary's eyes that are filled with love and compassion. Her gaze seems to be fixed on me, yet her hand directs me to Jesus. It reminds me of what our Blessed Mother says in John chapter 2, verse 5, "Do whatever He tells you." Yes, our loving Mother is our powerful intercessor with her Son, and she also leads us to our Lord. Praying in front of the image of Mama Mary gives me that assurance that her gaze is fixed on us, her earthly children. She's our Blessed Mother, and if she tirelessly intercedes for us during ordinary times, how much more during the time of the COVID-19 pandemic? The unprecedented crisis may have aftershocks for many years to come, but no one will ever forget the beginning months of 2020, which was not just about COVID-19, but all the many losses we experienced. It was the year when just about everything was upended. Everyone staying at a distance from each other, everybody wearing a mask. Over and over, we went through stay-at-home orders. Families could no longer gather together as usual. Even my daughter's wedding went on hold. And then, there were the lockdowns for our beautiful St. Patrick's Church. This was shocking to us. Never had I imagined that I would see that day when the church would shut its doors, especially at a time of crisis. In-person Mass was canceled. No Christmas, no Easter celebrations. There was only a 2-hour window for personal prayer 3 times a week. Through it all, I turned to Mama Mary for assurance, trusting in my heart that through her intercession, everything would be fine in God's time. Her loving gaze never let me down. I have to say, however, never have I been so challenged to keep my trust in her. Within the confines of the sacred space, we have always come together to worship God and uplift each other. The church is a safe place where, whenever the need arose, I felt I could spend an hour of my time to draw strength, solace, courage, and hope. But now, with the lockdown and restrictions, it seemed that I could hardly count on that. Nothing can replace the feeling of praying as a community, or praying alone in the church with a few others also silent in their prayers. But we trusted that one day we would be back together, and in the meantime, we made do with live streaming Mass online. Bible studies were carried out on Zoom. My friends and I have resorted to virtual meetings where we prayed and recited the Rosary together. We prayed for people who were impacted by COVID-19. We prayed for those who lost their jobs, those who were facing eviction, those who lost their loved ones and could not be with them. We prayed for seniors and young people experiencing the adverse impact of isolation, and we also prayed for those experiencing spiritual drought because of church closure. In all these prayers, we turn to Mama Mary for her intercession. I've had relatives and friends who were infected by the COVID-19 virus. They were scared, and their families went through tremendous anxieties at that time. But by prayer and supplications, they managed with peace and were eventually healed. 2 other friends got the virus and were hospitalized. We formed a rosary group that met twice weekly to pray for their healing and comfort for their families. Beyond our circles, we also realized that there were those of us who suffered and sacrificed more than others. We thought about those healthcare workers in the forefront of the battle against COVID-19 virus and who have been closely caring for the sick and dying. We made sure to include them in our prayers. We also prayed for the essential workers, first responders, grocery store clerks, delivery and mail workers, and everyday heroes who go above and beyond to help others. We constantly ask our loving Mother Mary to watch over them at the conclusion of our group prayer. COVID was a shock, and its after effects will be with us for the rest of our lives. But some of this is very positive too. The world shrunk because of the lockdown, but our interconnectedness expanded tremendously. We remain banded together in spirit and solidarity through prayers and always under the loving gaze of our Mother of Perpetual Help.